It's been said, Europeans have watches, Africans have time. In Africa, I found that people entertain their curiosity rather than politely squelching it, as they do where I'm from. Driving to the Simien Mountains in northern Ethiopia, our bus tore what appeared to be the electric line of a village on the way. Everyone came out to join the hubbub. One man was particularly incensed. Perhaps he had put it up. He demanded compensation from the driver and brought a man with a rifle to back him up, in addition to the rest of the crowd. It took about 25 minutes before he conceded, and we moved on. This kind of thing, incidentally, may help explain Africa's notoriously slow transportation. On the same ride, when another bus suddenly appeared from the opposite direction, we were faced with squeezing by him on the narrow road. All the passing school kids stopped to watch the show, and some escorted us for a while, once we had made safe passage. Observe these men, as I did, pulling ropes out of the water in several places along the Ghanaian coast. It took me a long time to connect them with the other line of men, inevitably doing the same some 300 meters away. They were pulling both ends of a giant fishing net. This could take up to 4 or 5 hours. Not infrequently, I observed men poised perfectly still, like statues. Africans? Time. I'm not saying they're not industrious or don't work long hours. I rarely encountered anyone besides ourselves sleeping in. But neither did I notice people shackled to a schedule. This even extended to the workers of foreign companies in Africa. Laurent, our French host in Bamako, Mali, and Saim, our Pakistani host in Accra, Ghana, would come home from work at noon for an hour-and-a-half lunch break with us, which sometimes stretched to 2 hours, without dire consequences. This is unheard of where I'm from. In many ways, this luxury of time is a boon to the traveler in Africa, who will find people usually available to help him should he need it. Countless individuals dropped whatever they were or weren't doing to accompany Yossi and I. We asked a young man named Wanjat for directions in Addis Ababa. He pointed us in what he thought was the right direction and spent the entire following day with us, acting as an unofficial tour guide. We met Barakat, a relation of our host, when she accompanied us out of her neighborhood in Shashamene, where we were staying. We invited him to join us, mostly out of polite habit, but he ran back to change into clothes more suitable for a day trip, and stayed at our side for the next 2 days.
This is Barakat. Barakat.
Our Israeli friend, Dembulu, wanted to find the site of her childhood near the town of Tedda in northern Ethiopia. She spoke to an older woman on a bus, who told her where she could find her daughter in Tedda, and she would guide us. The next day we arrived unannounced at the young woman's home. She left her older child to watch over her toddler for about an hour and a half, so she could accompany us on Dembulu's quest. When we stepped off the bus in Mopti, a port town in Mali, a man solicited us to take a cab to our hotel. We asked how much, and the price sounded too high to me, so we asked how long it would take to walk. Ali said 40 minutes. probably to dissuade us. But when I started walking anyway, he came along, insisting on carrying Yossi's bag. Granted, the walk was less than a half hour, and Ali probably stayed close to be involved in our touristic choices, but he always showed up somehow, as a kind of guiding presence, not as a solicitor. Despite the pressures for a foreign tourist in Africa, he will rarely feel alienated. Despite the huge economic disparity, there's one thing the locals always had in common with me: time.